Lost the connection, so we're going to restart back where we were. Just give me a second and I'll get her started up. Okay, welcome back. I'm getting Oh, you sent a text to her? What was the video do? Was it wobbly? Was it wobbly? Or something like that? Because I've got it drawn up on YouTube, watching it and everything, and it was doing. It's like I lost connection there for a bit to YouTube, and then boom, it came back up, and I was doing okay from it there, and then it started all over again. So I don't know what went wrong. And I'm hoping this time around it'll work. It'll stay connected. It's usually what happens. All right, let's get this thing started up. Okay, I'm gonna get back in these tractors and get them going where we left off. Oh, you see her, so she can see it on the. Okay, I'll have to look at it later. I don't know what all happened. Alright, where was I at? Oh, yeah, I was right about here when it dropped. Starting to get some crops in the ground, which is a good thing. Oh, really? Okay. Gonna fit in here or not. Yeah, that was that's part of the map. Talking about right here. Yeah, that's part of the map. That was already here. When I take a break from farming, take a little rest, but I'm going to find me a little old rowboat and jump in there and fish a little bit. I need to get this plow out of the way. I knocked it over earlier. I didn't even see it. I came flying through there with the semi and the low loader. Almost went airborne. I don't know if I'll be able to pick it up. I'll probably have to reset it. I have to knock it over. There we go. take this over towards Millstone so we can get to working on those fields. But, we get field 5 planted. I think I'm going to put canola in it. It's over there behind the dairy. What was going to be the dairy is no longer going to be the dairy. It's just going to be aesthetic looking, unless there's another another sell point or two if he comes up with something like that. Nah, just help you out. We may need your help harvesting crops sometime. The only thing I'm worried about is if he puts an update out for this to fix whatever he's got to fix. I don't know what he's got to fix on other than the removal of all trees, and I guess some people want to remove all the trees. I'm hoping if he has to update that while these trees don't come back. Otherwise, I'm going to be doing a lot of chopping down again, because these right here, these toothpicks aren't worth anything anyway. I normally don't waste my time on them as far as trying to harvest them out. I might chainsaw them and turn them into wood chips, but there's plenty of trees on this map to do that with. How many more are there here? One out here, 2, 3 right there. All right. These are the last 2. Truck on over to the other side. I don't think there's any trees in that over there. I don't think so. Let's move this rig out of the way and get to plowing this field. I don't think there are any trees in this smaller field here to worry about, but I'm going to park it over here anyway because I got to remove this little tree right here. I just forgot about it. Park it right there. Let me get out and get this little tree right here. I didn't even think about it until I saw it. It's going on a little after 5 here on the map, and we're going to be losing daylight, so I'm going to try to make this stream go for about an hour or 90 minutes like I normally do. Tomorrow, I think what we'll do is we'll probably into a harvest. Alright. Let's get the axion started up here. Unfold our blade. Create fields. Get this field plowed out. Looks like our worker's finishing up, or he's done over there on that field. I didn't see it pop up and say that he was done, but looks like he is. So that's sunflower in that field. Let's place another length this way so I have a little bit of turnaround. And we'll get this limed and fertilized and cultivated. I don't know if I'll do it. I don't have time to do it before the sun goes down, but we'll see. Little valley shaping up. Got neighbors in, got sale points in. Started with one sale point, which is the shop grains, and now if I'll stop right here. Here's 1 second. Go to the menu, and now you see we got some sale points in here. Like I said, you know, we got 2 sweet shops. I think we got 2 dairies. I gotta take that one dairy sale point out because I wanted the dairy on the hill, so that's where I put it. No, I take that back. That's not the dairy. That's the bakery. That's Big Mama A's. That's Big Mama A's bakery. I told y'all the dairy. Dairy's still where it is next to the sawmill. The bakery is up on the hill, past Womble A's. That's the bakery. I apologize for that. Old man syndrome. That's Big Mama A's baked goods. She's better than Little Debbie. I said a brand name online. I'm probably going to get kicked for that. Not only does Big Mama A's make bread and other little baked goods like sweet treats like donuts and stuff like that, they also mill flour and sell it. Now, if you're watching me plowing, you look at the way I'm, moving over a little bit. It makes it look like the field's crooked. The field's not crooked. The field's straight up and down. My plowing is crooked. It's hard. Sometimes it's hard for me to hold a straight line. I'm just doing the best I can. It doesn't matter if it's straight and perfect. Well, go enjoy your supper, sir. I'll still probably be here for a little while. We're only about 15 minutes in on this one. We're going to go for a little longer. We're going to get some more stuff done. The cornfield we planted in last night's stream, if it's popped up by tomorrow night's stream, we're going to turn that into silage. I want to plow in some arable grass fields. That way we can fertilize and get the growth state off of them. Get a higher yield, hopefully, of grass and hay when we go to cut that and do that. Some things we got to look into getting. We need to get a baler and tedder, and we need to get a loading wagon and a standard tipper that we can haul behind the tractor. Eventually, once we get these fields done and other fields placed and etc., we're going to sell back that, probably keep the loader, but we're going to sell back that Trex, that T-Rex stump grinder. And the next time around, if we ever need to get down the line and need it again, we'll just lease it instead of own it. We will eventually probably do some logging on here. That's going to be the most pathetic thing you've ever seen, but we're going to do some eventually. We'll make use of that sawmill. And we've got some money in the bank, but that money is not going to last. It's going towards construction costs and landscaping costs. So eventually we're not going to be where we're sitting at right now. We're going to be down. Unless you got to figure in we're going to have to buy cows, buy sheep, buy pigs, grow the food to feed the pigs. And that takes a lot, you know, a lot of corn, a lot of soybean, a lot of canola, sugar beet. We're going to have to probably going to do a big sugar beet harvest. I don't know if we're going to do it on one of the bigger fields. We might do it on, say, a field this size, or maybe the size that's over next to the main farm, which is slightly a bit bigger than this one. Do not want to do a big one on a gigantic field, because that sugar beet goes a long way when it comes to feeding the pigs. Wish we had the ability to name our streets, like with street signs and maybe little billboard signs, but that may be another version of the game if we're going to do stuff like that. But that'd be nice and fun to do. Because there's some people that I know that I would love to name a street after, or a building after, or even a business after. Some more, you know. I'm hoping that Jim will put out some more mods for this. I'm hoping there'll be some more exciting mods come out in the next year or so that can be sell points and workable placeables that we can take and name or whatever, or I can take and, you know, like I said, name it after somebody. This farm here that was created and put in, this is Millstone Farm. This is Farmer Pierce's farm. It's a horse farm. Field plowed finally. All we got to do is put in the amendments to amend the soil. I need to go pop back into the new hall and get that seeder loader back up so we can plant some canola. Raise that up. Turn off the old create fields button for a second. Pull over here to this field. pop into the new haul here real quick. It's not the new haul. We'll come back and get that in a minute. Whoa! Already it's growing? I'm not on fast. Why not? Woo! Okay, let's go get some seed. Let's fold that up. Put it forward. Alright, let's go get some seed real quick. Cut across country instead of go down the lane. We need to get a pathway cut through here eventually. Open up the back of our seeders. So we got plenty of fertilizer since the seed's going like 90 miles a minute. Okay, wait a minute. If none of that fertilizer went out, is it buying fertilizer again? I should have swore I turned that off yesterday. Ah! No wonder. I thought I had them all turned off. Shh. I wasn't even paying attention to the money ticking down. I'm like, what? I put in 2 fields. That fertilizer should be way down. Let's switch that over to canola. If y'all ever see my money going speeding down, let me know, because I don't like my workers buying seed. They buy it from anywhere between 2 to 1 to 3, a 3 to 1 ratio, which is way too expensive. I didn't even notice that. I thought I turned that off yesterday. Maybe it didn't take. I don't know. Well, that's barley there. Now let's get the canola in the field, in the ground. If you weren't here when I last started the last stream, before it crashed on me, I'm going to go to the paint tool where I can do a little sky cam. You can see what's going on here. I'll show you what we have on this map if you're new to it. If you're not new to it, then you pretty much know what's going on. And if you are in the chat room and you're watching right now, welcome back. Let's I'll jump into the paint tool here. Put it over. Hey buddy. Okay, as you know, we have the sawmill, we got the dairy. Then we've got some new neighbors moved in. We have the garden center sell point. We've got the sweet shop, Massey Sweets and Delights sell point. We've got Wambaway Wool and Wear Spinnery, Big Mama A Bakery and Flour, not on this map it doesn't. Not on this map it doesn't. This map, you start out on New Farmer and you sell the equipment Jim starts you out on, you drop down around 200 or less. I'm at, okay, with all these buildings, all these decorations, bro, and the John Deere big slot equipment that I've got, I'm at 700 slots. That's where I'm at right now. Thanks, Raymond. I'm at 700 slots right now with all these decorations. All these decorations place, the buildings that Jim puts in with this map, the fences. The only thing that costs me a little more, maybe more than one slot, are the trees. Everything, all these buildings, fences, and hedges and stuff, other than this building right here, one slot each. Not bad. And then over here we have the root crop sell point. We have our straw barn. The BGA's over there back that way, and then we have our main farm. The only thing that's cost me anything more than one slot has been that shed right there, that shed, and the animal pens and everything. And I've got this big boy here, which eats up slots, the 9RX. Oh yeah. If I'm hoping that he told CLP this is a map or a work in progress, that he'll eventually put out more mods, more sell points for this map. I can't wait till he comes out with them. The only thing that hit me hard was let me go back here to the town. The sweet shop sell points there at the sweet shop, like it's supposed to be. But this sell point here, behind the garden center, is also sweet shop because there's no garden center sell point. So I'm hoping he mods a garden center, because when you look in my menu, let me get out. When you look in our sales menu, you can see that I've got two sweet shops showing. One is the garden center, one is the actual sweet shop itself. But you only start with one sell point, and that's the main one that's up there with the supply grains, shopping grains meal one on the map. So now we got more sell points to compete and give us better pricing, hopefully. Okay, looks like he's going. I'm worried about this end down here with that tree. I need to bring him back and run a couple of links across the bottom here. Yeah, he does a good job. I can't wait to see what the next map's going to be. I'm waiting for Sandy Bay by Oxygen David to come out for console. It's, as far as I know, it's still in testing. Made that pass. Let's make a pass down here, back to the bottom, and then I'm going to go a couple of runs down there at the bottom so he can have a turnaround. Hey Ben, what's going on, bud? That'd be nice. That'd be nice. I'm looking forward to coming out. I didn't play it on 17. I wanted to. I just never got around to it. There were so many maps to choose from, and I was busy playing Jim's map and that Lone Oak map. And by the time they started talking about 19 coming out, I never got around to it. So I want to play it this time around. I've heard it's supposed to be. He's made a lot of changes to it to make it more awesome. So I'm looking forward to when it does come out. Alright, we're going to make a couple passes down this side of the field, because right where that little tree is, I don't think he'll make the turn. And this is narrow between these two, this field and the dairy. Let me get this lined up here. I'll back up a little bit on the zoom so I can see what I'm doing. Alright. This passing another one should give him enough room to turn around, especially when it comes to that little pine tree right there. No, it's well, if you look at the time right now, man, it's about 5 o'clock in the evening, so it's going to be dark, and then you have to have dusk. But no, some maps look a little darker than others, but a lot of times that's due to the amount of trees they put in, or walls, or whatever. A couple of the English maps might be a little dark, especially in the morning, but I think it's not. I don't think it's due to the game itself. I think it's just due to the certain maps are that way. This map's actually pretty bright up until this time of day. Then about this time of day, it starts, doing what it's supposed to, looking like a real dusk. Okay, that should give him enough room to turn around. Let's set him back off. I got to get back down, and we'll start working on the other field over at Millstone. I play on the TV. I play on my television. A big old television monitor. Widescreen. Let's put our lights on. It's going to be a little dark against these trees. Drop that down, put our crate fields back on, and let's get this one plowed out. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be able to get to the liming and all this stuff on these, or planting of these. This will probably be for another stream, because like I say, it's getting dark on this map, and I try to keep the stream down to like an hour, hour and a half. I don't want to go too long, because there's only so much, you guys can take as far as plowing. There's a lot of plowing to be done on here. I still got a bunch of fields that I got fields mapped out, and they're just waiting to be plowed out. Oh, this map, if you're going to put in sale points and decorate and do any kind of landscaping, you're gonna have to have some money cheated in just to get it going. That's what I've done. I've used that government subsidy stuff, but once all the sale points are in and I'm satisfied with what way the map will look as far as what I call close to final, that money that you see up in the right hand corner will be down to 100,000 or less than 100,000. We're going to just start making our money off of crops and stuff. Because when I ended the stream last night, I was up to $3 million, and I did a lot of stuff, but it didn't cost me all the way down to 900 to get it all what I got done. I still had money left over, so I got rid of most of the money I had left, and I did one of the little tricks that I do when I do a Let's Play series. I just leased the most expensive piece of equipment on the map in the game, and I rented probably at least about maybe 3 dozen of them just to get the money down to where it is right now. Once I get those last few buildings in, the money's going to go down. We'll go back down about 100,000, and then we're going to basically just, like, once those crops get up, we're going to really just start playing it out. I'm going to probably get rid of the this Axion, and probably get rid of the TerraTrack. I'm going to get rid of the Xerion version of the class. I'm going to get rid of the New Holland. This is going to predominantly be mostly a John Deere farm. Let's go ahead and park this over here for now because we've got other fields we've got to do. They're behind these woods. I'm just going to go ahead and park it up. Well, I want to get into that Xerion and take that planter back to the main farm. We got this field to do, and then we got one over here we got to do. Let's do the old PS4 magic. Pop that in. Get folded up. Yeah, that's the way I've been. I got this just right before Christmas, right about the time 19 came out, right, probably about a week before 19 came out. I got the PS4. I haven't been on. I've only been back on Xbox maybe 4 times, and that's to update it, to get my DLC stuff installed. I've tried to. I got some other friends that play Xbox. We've been trying to get together on a weekend and do a multiplayer game, but that's fallen through. So we're still working on it. We haven't hashed out a day or a time yet. Let's see, we need to go pop into the New Holland and see what's going on. Well, I'm not a big John Deere fan. The reason why I'm doing John Deere on here is I haven't played with any of the John Deere stuff since it's been out. I've been playing mostly with other stuff like New Holland and Case and Massey Ferguson. So when the class came out, I played with it for a while. I had bits here and there. I thought I'd tell myself I'm going to just go ahead and do a John Deere farm for a change. What are you doing? Okay. Well, there's not that much John Deere on here anyway. All we got is harvesters and tractors, and that ditch harrow and that one little 6-meter seeder is pretty much all we have. It's John Deere. They need to start putting out more John Deere implements. You know, plows, big seeders. You know, balers, round balers. I'd like to see them put out some more stuff for Massey and Case. I'm looking forward to that new straw production DLC whenever it comes out. I saw that on PC in 17. Saw Daggerwind playing with it and showing it how to use it. And I'm glad it's finally coming to console. I'd like to see some of those PC factories come to console where we can make flour and Coca-Cola, you know, a distiller that actually makes, you know, bourbon from your sugar cane. Yeah. I think growing up we had maybe 2 pieces of John Deere equipment. We had a John Deere bush hog that we had to retrofit in order to use it with our Massey Ferguson. We had to change out the PTO drive system on the John Deere because they wouldn't mesh up. And I think we even had a John Deere plow, and that was about it. Everything else was either Ford or Massey Ferguson or Case, or before it was this Case, it was International Harvester before they merged. A lot of my friends that I went to high school with that dairy farmed and beef cattle farmed, they were Ford and New Holland guys. Alright, those are parked away for right now. Yeah, see, Alice Chalmers, man, those are great tractors. One of my grandfather's neighbors had a couple of those tractors. You know, but you got to remember, all these brands got swallowed up by one big gigantic company. Now they're all under the same banner, so they don't release them anymore. It's just like New Holland's owned by this big company. I remember when Ford was a separate company, New Holland was a separate company, and then Ford and New Holland merged, and New Holland started making tractors, and they started putting them out in Ford Blue, which is that New Holland blue that you see now is Ford Blue. Whereas before, Ford used to have only just 2 colors, red and gunmetal gray. Let me pop this. Let's jump in by through magic. Use the OPS for me to jump back into that tractor. I'll get it later. It's no big deal. You know, when this game came, when I first got 17 and first started playing, that's the version I started on. I've never played the other versions, the earlier versions. A lot of this equipment, you know, that they had on here, like Stara, Amazon, you know, I'd never heard of. And just seeing that equipment for the first time, I was amazed by all the different things that other companies put out. I never played that version. I heard back when that version was out, there was no such thing as mods. You just got what you got. I think Farmer Pierce said he wanted corn in this field, so I guess we'll have to. This will be the first one we fertilize, first one we lime, and the first one we cultivate down. So we get the corn going. And he wants us to rotate out. Go to soybean next. Which field was it he wanted oats on? All right, man. Appreciate you coming, dropping in and saying hi and everything. Appreciate you watching. Come back tomorrow night and everything. I usually try to get on about 5:30. If I'm not on by 5:30, no later than 6:30. So if you want to come back in tomorrow and have a watch, come on back. I appreciate you coming today. I kind of figured when you said mate, Benjamin, that you're in the UK. I kind of deduced that. You said mate. I knew exactly. So you're that, or you're in Australia. One of the two. What part of the UK you living in? Southwest? You anywhere near Colchester? Or farther? Farther out? Ah. Took my eyes off the screen there for a second. All right, Bo. Yeah, man, come back anytime. I appreciate you coming in tonight. I'm glad you came in and had a good chance. Had a chance to watch. Hope you enjoyed it. Sorry, it's a little boring right now. We're just getting things in shape. Well, where I live is East Tennessee. I live in a town called Jonesboro. And if you live in the UK, you're 5 hours ahead of me, time-wise, normally. So if it's, say, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock my time, it's usually close to midnight UK time. And with that spring forward, fall back stuff, daylight savings time, it changes. I'm always taking my eyes off the screen and missing. Yeah, I kind of figured it was, you're in the morning hours right now. You're up late. And if you're doing like everybody else is doing, under lockdown and everything, you're not used to it, I understand. That's, being locked down 24/7 in your home is kind of hard to do, hard to handle. Well, if you don't know anything about me, you're from Quebec. I've been to Quebec, Raymond. So you should be Eastern Standard Time. There should be not that much of a time difference, depending on what part of Quebec you're in. If you're like towards more central, you might be an hour behind or an hour ahead, just depending. Yeah, I lived in I was a dairy foreman in upstate New York, and the house I lived in, you could go up my back door, walk 50 yards, jump a barbed wire fence, and you were in Quebec. That's how easy it was for me to cross the border into Canada. Been to Montreal, loved Montreal, nice city, big city compared to where I live. I'll get these little bits I've missed. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I've got a lot of friends in the UK right now that don't like it. They have to work from home or not work and be shut in. And I've got friends here in America the same way. And I don't know if y'all know Lee Massey through Mr. Silly P, but I can tell you something right now. He was talking about, he's Hell, he's been locked down for like 4 weeks, 5 weeks, or whatever now. I got retired in a bad accident when I had my business. It pretty much disabled me a little bit. I mean, I can walk, I got my legs and everything else, but both my legs got crushed. So I've been pretty much living at home in lockdown, other than going to the grocery store, going to a doctor's appointment, or going to visit friends. Other than that, I'm pretty much locked down 24/7. And I have been for the last 25 years, so this doesn't bother me, being locked down. When they were like, "Oh, we're going to lock down all the states," didn't faze me a bit. There's some months, if I'm lucky, I get out 3 days in the entire month. The last time I was really outside was almost 4 weeks ago when we took the dog to the vet, and that was the first time I'd been out since September and everything. Usually what I do is I just spend my time making YouTube videos or just gaming off screen and that kind of thing. Because the business I had was real labor intensive, and when you get your legs crushed and you don't walk like you used to, don't run like you used to, well, you can't run anymore, but don't walk like you used to, and don't have the stamina that you once had, it's just hard to do a 12-hour day working. So I've pretty much been retired since 1996. And the retirement was against my will. It wasn't by choice. Yeah, I just turned 30 that year. I was retired at the age of 30 and everything. So if that tells you anything. And I'm 54, going on 54 now. So that's 24 years ago. It'll be 25 June of 2021. But it was a bad accident. It crippled me up, and I had all kinds of injuries, and I had 4 major surgeries to keep me walking and keep my legs. A bunch of rehab, inpatient for about 2 months, and then outpatient for over a period of 3 years. My assistant and my best friend, who worked for me, he got killed in that accident. And he was 25 years old. He died at the age of 25 and left a wife and 2 girls and a baby on the way. No problem, man. No problem. Welcome. I'm on console, on PS4. I do own a Xbox One X, but I normally don't play online with. I mean, I play online with friends, but I don't stream off of it or anything like that. And I don't do any kind of Let's Play recording because the recording, you know, on Xbox is limited compared to PlayStation. I'm eventually going to get a copy of the game for PC. I've got a good pretty good at PC now. I'm thinking about modding some, becoming a modder of implements and stuff like that that we don't see or that people want and that we need. Some things I can think of. You know, one of the things I can think of off the bat, I'd like to see a log trailer that was auto load. Where you could auto load your logs after you cut them. You don't have to worry about going through the mess of using log forks. Okay, Raven, man. Yeah. Don't get in trouble, dude. If you got work to do, do it. Go do it. Come back tomorrow night. I'll be on again tomorrow. You know, I appreciate you stopping by and chatting with us. All right, there's that field done. Oh, Lord. I'm gonna see if I think there's some trees we got to get rid of in this field. A couple little small ones right here. One on the side that'll cause a collision problem. There's maybe one or two at the far end. I didn't think the worker would plow a field when it creates fields. You have to message me on Facebook and give me the step-by-step on that one. That'd save me some time. I could be doing something else besides. This one only needs what, lime? Wow. Okay. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, I can tell you this. This is going to be, you know, this stuff's going to be over soon. You know, it's going to be over eventually. You know, we're going to have to, you know, it's one of these things we're going to have to go through. We're going to lose people, yeah, but a lot of people are going to who catch it are going to survive it, come out on the other end of it. Those of us who don't catch it probably already have it in our system. We're already immune to it. Because you can carry a virus in your system for years on end, not know you got it, and then one day it just activates and poof, you got it. You know, or you can carry it from the time, let's say you're 15 years old to the day you die, and it never once activate. That's how viruses are. It's not, you know, they're weird. I think what it boils down to is they need to get a protocol down to where, for treatment, they need to get these hospitals that are doing great jobs and stuff. They need to do a better job at managing their supplies and getting more supplies in. The government needs to help them out more, and that's all governments need to help those hospitals out to get the supplies in, and even if they need financing to help them get the financing to buy the supplies. We need more people back. We need more people back in the factories working, making these supplies is what we need. It's kind of hard to do it when you're under lockdown. What gets me is, you know, I saw the other day the Chinese are no longer under lockdown. It's like, okay, what do they know that we don't know? What did they do? Did they find a way to, I don't know, turn it off, cure it? What, you know, that kind of, you know, what did they do? Ah, okay. Let's see if we got any more around here. Thought there was one right along here that might cause a problem. This thing needs better lights. On this edge, I'm not sure. It might be alright. This is up here in the corner. I can't remember. Seeing that we're losing daylight on this map. Okay. I think our worker will be fine on here once we get the field plowed in and get it going. Take this and put it back on the low loader. We've got about 2 or 3 more fields to do, but we're not going to do them tonight. With some little old scrubby trees that need to be taken off. And I think once I get that done, this Trex or T-Rex will probably go back to the shop. I think we're going to be done. I think we're going to really just get into the farming side of things now that we've got our sell points in and our decorating and landscaping done. I'd like to see a mod similar to the one we got now, cow-wise, like Jim has on Sussex, where you can do 500 cows. Or 500 pigs. I like having big animal farms. I've only got one cow barn down here. I'm thinking I may place another one. Probably back behind the farm or over next to where the pigs are. Because this one only holds 200, I think. But, yeah, hopefully tomorrow night's stream, this corn will be up and ready to go. We'll chaff it for silage. And we'll probably be doing some harvesting. Get that underway. I think we're going to get a mower. If we don't get a mower, I'm going to get a forage harvester with a mowing deck. And we may go along these grassy areas and just start putting grass in the back of a tipper. Yeah, they do, but it's not really. I don't really like the look of it. I've seen it, Raymond or Ronald, and I don't really like the look of it. They do have a couple of them that do 500. There's one that does 500 or more, and you don't see any cows whatsoever. I want to see the cows moving and mooing and doing everything else. And it's like this one, and like the one on Sussex. It's like that. Here you can see the cows, but I'd like to see them take this one and turn it into a 500 cow shed, but maybe with a little bigger field on the back end of it, kind of like the one that's over on Sussex on the Sussex map. But yeah, I know. Yeah, they do have some mods that do 500. If it don't appeal to me eye-wise, it's not eye-catching, and I don't get to see the animals. It's like, oh, here's your animal pen, but you don't see the animals. Nah, it's for me, especially in the Let's Play series, it's not believable. It's hard to. Oh, I've got cows there. Sure you do. Invisible cows we don't see. That kind of thing. It's I'm weird. I'm old. So, but yeah, I'd like to see more Mars come out with some more stuff as far as that goes. Oxygen David can do it. Alien Jim does it. I don't know about those Frontier Design guys, if they can do it, or anybody else. I haven't seen anybody else do it, but I'd like to see where some more stuff, even more farm implements done. I mean, I'd like to see like I said, the auto-loading log trailer. I'd like to see some more John Deere stuff, some more Case New Holland stuff on the map as far as implements go, as far as plows and seeders and cultivators and weeders and that kind of thing. So I'm thinking about doing some modding myself. I haven't decided yet. I've been thinking about it for the last month. I'm not talented enough to do a map, I don't think, but a piece of farm machinery I probably could pull off. And I'd like to be able to create a page someplace where people can go and say, hey man, I'd like to see this in game, and do it for them. I like to hear the feedback. Yeah, see, there you go. Bigger plow. We do have that big 10 meter, let me see, we go over here to the shop. We do have that big you know, that big one, these two big ones here. We got the South one. We got this one right here. But I like to see something bigger, square, like the subsoiler plow and everything. And I've been thinking about modding one. If I do start modding, that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to do, like, this is a 6 meter. I'm going to do maybe an 8 meter and everything. I've seen one here in Tennessee. Let's go look at the plow back at that tractor, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Maybe you can get an idea of what I see what I've seen. And pop in that tractor. Where is that tractor? No. Here, okay. I've seen one where you have a flat platform. It comes right about out to here, comes back to where I'm standing, and then it's winged, just like this one wings, but it wings in like almost like a triangle, but more square, and it's about 8 meters. And I mean, could you imagine putting another meter on either side of this? I'd like to even see this one modified with an extra meter on each side. You could do it. I mean, you know, just make the fold in a little wider to where you could get the extra meter in on it. So, you know, that's an idea I've had. I'd like to see, I know that we've got, where's Building Technology here? Let's see if they show that truck in this part of the shop. I don't remember if they do or not. No, it's going to be in our, let's see. Nope. Trucks, I believe. Yeah. I'd like to see one of these, but with a tarp. Because I've seen a version of this when I was younger, when I was probably about 14 years old, and it had a nice tarp that you could roll from the front all the way over the back, and it came down the sides, and it's, you know, tied down with rope, but do a version where it's got, you know, where it straps down. So I like to do a bale trailer, like a bale truck similar to this, and have a tarp on it where it straps. So I'd like to do something like that. But that'll come in time. Like I said, I haven't made a decision on that just yet. Yeah, that's what I think. You know, make it seasons compatible, and that way you when you covered it, your hay's protected. It doesn't deteriorate. You don't lose anything in the process. It's just like, okay, let me go back in the menu. I've got a couple of these trees placed out here, decoration wise, from the Mower Tree Pack. And my thing is, what happens if I turn the seasons on? Are these seasons compatible, or will it crash my map? You know, well, if I decide I want to put seasons on this map, will these trees work, or will they crash the map? See, these trees came out way before seasons, way before seasons, so I don't know. But that's another thing I got to see done, modded, you know, some things, or updated. They need to update some of these things that came out before seasons, for sure, just to make sure that they don't knock your map down. Because I've had crashes before that have cost me the entire save game and map, and that's frustrating when you got 20 hours in, 30 hours in, even 2 hours in on it, and you got to start all over again. Well, I think we're going to call this stream. We've done about an hour and 14 minutes. I think we're going to call the stream tonight, guys. I'll be back on tomorrow between 5:30 and 6:30 Eastern Standard Time. If you're in the UK, just remember I'm 5 hours behind you. If you're out on the West Coast, you're 3 hours behind me. And if you're in the rest of the world, I don't know. I couldn't tell you the time zones. I think if you were in Germany or France or something like that, you'd add it maybe an hour more to 90 minutes more compared to the UK time. But come back tomorrow. I appreciate y'all stopping in. Y'all have a good weekend. I will be on tomorrow night. I'm going to try to make this an every night thing. The only time I wouldn't be on is if I've got some kind of family obligation or I go see my mom or whatever. But mostly I'm going to be here. Y'all have a great weekend. Stay safe. Glad you could join me. And like I tell you on my Let's Plays, as always, friends and neighbors, happy farming. We'll see you tomorrow night. Y'all have a great evening.